ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः। ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः। Not working? Om. Yeah.
Here, not hearing the
Okay, all right, good. Thank you. Shloka number 25, 4th chapter. अथ चतुर्थोऽध्यायः। श्रीभगवानुवाच दैवमेवापरे यज्ञम् योगिनः पर्युपासते ब्रह्माज्ञावपरे यज्ञम् यज्ञेनैवोपजुह्वति श्रोत्रादीनिन्द्रियाण्यन्ये संयमाग्निषु जुह्वति शब्दादीन् विषयानन्ये इन्द्रियाग्निषु जुह्वति सर्वाणीन्द्रियकर्माणि प्राणकर्माणि चापरे आत्मसंयमयोगाग्नौ जुह्वति ज्ञानदीपिते द्रव्ययज्ञास्तपो यज्ञाः योगयज्ञास्तथा परे स्वाध्यायज्ञानयज्ञाश्च यतयः संशितव्रताः अपाने जुह्वति प्राणम् प्राणे पानं तथा परे प्राणापानगतिरुद्ध्वा प्राणायामपरायणाः। So in this chapter, from the 18th to 24th shloka, the vision of a wise person was given. What is his vision? I, the self, am Sakshi, the witness. All actions are happening in my presence. I myself am not the doer of action. I am the illuminator of action. I am ever free from actions. All the body mind sense complex, they are doing the action. So I am akarma atma, and therefore I do not have punyam, I do not have papam, and thereby I do not have janma, I will not have maranam. Janma marana rahitaha aham. Thus, karmani akarma darshanam, seeing actionless atma even when activities are going on at the level of the body mind sense complex. That is the vision of a wise person, which is called Jnana Karma Sannyasa. It's renunciation of action through knowledge. And this knowledge of oneself being limitless Brahman, which is actionless, is a means for moksha, the final means for moksha. All other means are preparatory. And therefore, the Jnanam is superior to other sadhanas. Because others are preparatory and this is the final one. To convey this idea, many sadhanas are presented and they are compared to yajnas. And finally it will be said, Jnana Yajna, the sadhana of Jnanam is the culmination of all sadhanas. Therefore it is the best. So this is the development here, and we have seen about 10 yajnas so far. One Jnana Yajna and 9 other sadhanas. Now in the 29th sloka, the pranayama sadhana is presented. Pranayama means pranasya ayamaha pranayamaha. Ayama means mastery, control. Control over prana is called pranayama. In Yoga Sutra, it is given yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, 4th sadhana. And pranayama, there in Yoga Sutra itself, it is presented that it helps to bring about the purity of the mind and also the disturbance of the mind. And here pranayama sadhana is presented. And this pranayama is of 3 types. One is called Puraka Pranayama. Other is called Rechaka Pranayama. And third is called Kumbhaka Pranayama. These are the names. Puraka Pranayama means what? You inhale and don't exhale immediately. So just inhaling and don't exhale. That is called Puraka Pranayama. Long inhalation is Puraka Pranayama. Then Rechaka Pranayama means you exhale and you continue to exhale as much as you can. So long exhalation is called Rechaka Pranayama. Rechaka means Richyate, that which is the release. The prana is, air is released. And the third one is Kumbhaka Pranayama. So Kumbhaka Pranayama is where inhalation is done and then stopped. Means inhalation also stopped, exhalation is not done. That is also Kumbhaka. Or exhalation is done and inhalation is not done. That also Kumbhaka. So there are 2 types of Kumbhaka. One is called Antar Kumbhaka, other is called Bahya Kumbhaka. Antar Kumbhaka means you inhale and withhold the prana. Inhale and stop breathing. Neither inhaling nor exhaling. That is called Antara Kumbhaka. Exhale and then hold the prana. Don't inhale again. That is called Kumbhaka Pranayama. Bahya Kumbhaka Pranayama. So these 3 are the types of pranayama. And they are described here. And it is described in the language of this yajna. In yajna mainly 2 things are there. One is the oblation, other is fire. Offering the oblation into fire is called yajna. Agdau dravya tyagaha yajnaha. That is the definition. And so here, what is this fire and what is the oblation? The principle followed is that whatever is retained, whatever is remaining is fire, and whatever is not done, stopped, that is called ahuti. What disappears is ahuti, what remains is agni. And in Shastra we have a word for inhalation and exhalation. Inhalation is called apana. Generally we think opposite. Inhalation is called apana, exhalation is called prana. And so prana is exhalation and that is not done. Only inhalation is done. Then it is called puraka pranayama. So it is said, pranayama parayanaha. The people who are committed to pranayama, jufvati, they offer pranam. The pranam is exhalation they offer. And where do they offer? Apane, in inhalation. So puraka pranayama in the language of Bhagavad Gita is offering of exhalation into inhalation. Means you do not do exhalation, only you keep on doing inhalation, inhalation, inhalation. So what remains, what is found to be there, that is fire. So here what is remaining? Inhalation is remaining. Therefore apane, in inhalation, pranam, exhalation, jufvati. Jufvati means they offer. So they offer exhalation into inhalation. Means what? They keep on doing inhalation, inhalation, inhalation. In other words, they do the puraka pranayama. That is one type of pranayama. Tatha, similarly, apare, some other people, apanam prane jufvati. They are offering the apana, inhalation, into exhalation. Means what? They focus more on this exhalation. They lengthen their exhalation. Long exhalation. They do the pranayama, rechaka pranayama. And some people, pranapana gati rudhva. They hold the movement of the prana, this exhalation, apana, inhalation. In other words, they are doing this kumbhaka pranayama. And thus, there are people who do one of these three or all three types of pranayama. And that pranayama also is yajna. Why? Because we are offering something into something. What is not done is called the offering, and what is done is called the fire. And with the help of that particular holding, we do pranayama, and that becomes yajna. So pranayama also is one type of sadhana. It is yajna. It is very useful. Ramana Maharshi says that shakayordvai shakti mulaka. The prana and mana, chitta vayavas chit kriyayuta. So both of them are the two branches of the same energy. So prana, if you restrain, then mind also will be restrained. And you can experience this. If you do pranayama for 5 minutes, then your mind will become calm. Immediate benefit. That is why when you are so anxious or anger is there, you have some deep breath. That's all. No other thing required. Just do deep breathing. Just 1 minute deep breathing you do, your mind calms down. It is an instant medicine. Alright. So this also becomes a sadhana which helps you to purify and calm down your mind. Now one more sadhana is given in the next sloka. Apare niyataharaha pranan praneshu jufvati sarve pyete yajna vidaha yajna kshapita kalmashaha. So here one more yajna is given. And what is the yajna? Mita ahara yajna. It's a very beautiful yajna. The yajna, the sadhana in the form of having measured food, measured eating. And Measured eating means what is Swamiji measured? So here Bhagavan Bhashyakara, he quotes the shloka that whatever is your full capacity of the stomach, half you should fill with solid. 1/4 you should fill with water. And 1/4 what? Not ice cream. 1/4 for air circulation. Because if air circulation is not there, the food will come out. Sometimes we have that, too much eating, then they will vomit. In Roman Empire, they used to have vomitorium. Vomitorium means what, when they have this party, they want to eat so many items, but our stomach is limited. So they will eat, they go to vomitorium, vomit, again come and eat. What Buddhu they are, So they vomit to eat. Anyway, that's apart. That's just a little bit spice only. So main thing is that 1/4 should be left for air circulation. Now people will ask, Swamiji, how do I know what is my capacity? So the stomach, what is the volume? How do I know? For that, some Swamiji gave the idea. He said, one day you eat up to your neck, means full you eat. When holiday is there, so that if something happens, you can afford to take rest. So eat full of your capacity. Suppose you take breakfast, then eat 6 idlis, 7 idlis, 8 idlis, 10 idlis, whatever you can take. Afterwards you cannot eat. That is your full capacity. And from the next day, you make it half. So that day, whatever you have eaten, 10 idlis, so next day only 5 idlis. If you ate 6, then 3 you have to make. So half you eat. And 1/4 with water. Now people will ask me, rasam, where will it come? Rasam can come in water, so no problem. But sambar will come, 50% will be solid. So sambar, if you are eating 1 cup, it will be considered half cup solid, it will be considered. Payasam what? That also same is solid. So we'll consider it solid. Alright. So idea is that you eat in a measured quantity. Somebody, this is a little complicated, so still we'll have question. Then somebody said, when you can take one more help, that time you stop. Means you can take one more roti also you can take that time. One only you take, you cannot take more than. So last help you skip. And some Mahatma in Hindi, they nicely said, बोले जब मीठी मीठी भूख रहे तब छोड़ देना. Means when you have got sweet hunger. Sweet hunger means what? Hunger is there, but it is not painful hunger. Hunger is that much that you can eat, your readiness to eat, your capacity to eat, that much hunger is there. Then you should get up. Otherwise what happens? Nowadays we have got dining table. So dining table you don't find any, what is called, stomach doesn't have any pressure. When you are sitting on the floor, you eat like this, so our stomach itself will be pressed. So immediately you will get a siren that now you have to get up because you cannot bend down. Whereas in dining table everything is is full circulation and no restraint. Therefore one needs to be careful. Mita ahara means after eating you do not feel so lazy. You can work. That much you should eat. And that is mita. And here measured food is representative of other two aspects of food. With regard to food, 3 things we have to be careful. Mita, hita and medhya. Mita means measured. Some people they eat so much that afterwards difficult to get up. They say somebody has to get him up. That is not proper. And second thing is, so mita means measured. Second is hita. Hita means it should be conducive to my physical and emotional and spiritual health. Modern science will consider only physical aspect. They say this is good for your body, this is not good for your body, though they will say this has got what is called what called free radicals or something, they say that it is good for cancer and all. So only physical aspect. And therefore people have conflicts. They say, Swamiji, that garlic we should eat or not. Because in this allopathy say garlic is very good for your heart, they say. And one more thing is alcohol, Swamiji. Alcohol also, they say little bit alcohol is good for heart. We have got so many good things for heart, but no, alcohol is good for heart. So, Swami, should we take or not? We should take care of our health, no? So, for that our Shastra says, yes. From physical angle, it is good. But emotional and spiritual angle, it is not good. And that which is not good for you from spiritual angle or emotional angle, that which makes you very restless, that type of food for a sadhaka, it is to be avoided. It is something like, from one angle, this food with protein is very good. Because proteinous food will give you lot of energy and it will keep your sugar in level. So proteinous food, high protein food is good. But for whom? One who has got normal uric acid. If uric acid is high, one person is there in our ashram, one brahmachari. So 3-4 months, he was eating only once, and evening he will take chundal in the temple, morning also chundal, and also some dry fruits I had given. So protein morning, protein in the night, and in between protein. And then he got the leg problem. Then doctor said your uric acid is high. So now we cannot have any high protein food. So what I want to say, something may be good from one angle. Protein is very good. High protein food is considered to be good in some situation. But for some people it is not good. Similarly, from spiritual angle, certain things are not good. Physical angle, it is good. So for a person who has value for the spiritual well-being, that person should not eat. We are not telling that for everybody it is not good. The people who are in the army and all, they have to be very active. So they should be given this garlic onion, no problem. But those who want to commit their life to the spiritual pursuit, they should reduce and slowly they should avoid. So we have to consider the hitam part, whether it is beneficial to our health. See, some food is very good for taste, but not good for health. Like junk food is very good for taste. That chips and all this, that kurkure, so that kurkure, no, they call. So, but not good for health. So we don't take. So similarly, what is not good for our spiritual health, also we avoid. And third thing which is also added sometimes is Medhyam. Medhyam means that which is offerable to the Lord. And as per Shastra, you should offer fresh food to the Lord. Nowadays people cook for 3 days, 4 days and put in the fridge and then they eat. As per our Shastra, it is not Medhyam, because you cannot offer stale food to Bhagavan. This morning food you cannot offer in the evening to the Lord. That's not considered good. But in this, we learn this Western country, it is a very common thing. Puja Swamiji was telling that one person, his wife had gone to India. So Swamiji, how are you managing? So he said that Swamiji, she has made a lot of sambar and all this. So I am just bringing out, heating and eating. 1 month? Yes, 1 month. Oh, but it must be very boring, no? So, same food you are eating. Swamiji, when she is there also, she does the same thing. Instead of 1 month is 1 week she does. So anyway, so that is not considered Medhyam. Puja Swamiji, some of you might be having complex when I say this, but Puja Swamiji used to say, home is that where every day there is a whistle of cooker. Cooker whistle is there. That is called home. Means fresh food is there. Yes, nowadays some people very busy and all this, okay, but there should be value. You can spend little less time in watching TV. That much time you can use for cooking. Yeah, if you have no time for watching TV also or videos also, and therefore you have to do it, is okay. But laziness, Swamiji, who will cook again? That is not considered good, but I will not make a general statement. As far as possible, fresh food. In fact, I generally don't eat it morning thing, I don't eat in the evening. That is too much for of you to follow. But morning idlis, they sometimes roast it and give it. I don't take it. I generally try to follow. But I don't expect you to follow all this much. I try to follow. If it is, even though it is very tasty, that these seasoned idlis, morning idlis, the evening they do, it's very tasty. People say very tasty, and it is shortage of that. But I keep, taste is not a thing. I go by the medium. I am not expecting you to follow. I have to tell you again and again. But at least morning thing you can eat in the evening. But don't keep this sambar for 3 days and eat the same food. It's not a very good idea. Try to make at least morning you eat in the evening. Perhaps that is 50% discount. But to me it is discount. So, as far as possible, fresh food. And the food which can be offered to the Lord. So therefore we don't put, some things which is like onion, etc. We don't put. But if you are eating, then it is okay. But when you are offering it to Bhagavan, please don't put. That is a medium, means to be offered to the Lord. It's a very good criteria. I will eat what can be offered to the Lord. That's a very simple thing. Alright. So that is called the Mita Hita Medhya. And those who are following this, they are doing the yajna. This is a very beautiful idea. That yajna does not mean that when you offer some material into fire, then only it is yajna. Your daily activities, your daily disciplines also can become yajna. That is the unique approach of our Vedic culture. Vedic culture does not emphasize on particular activities. He said you do the activities with proper attitude of dedication, it is yajna. Now what you are doing is yajna. You are studying the Shastra, it is yajna. If you are serving somebody, it is yajna. So everybody need not do these formal yajnas. Different people do different yajnas. So here the mitahara rupa yajna is given. So he says, apare, some people, niyataharaha, having the measured food, jufpati, they offer pranan, indisciplined pranan, which we want to eat any time, According to our Shastra, a midnight dinner, etc. is not, he says it goes to Rakshasas. So when you eat. So there is in the modern time they have got a word, what are midnight snacks? What is this? Midnight snacks. Have you heard this term? Midnight snacks. So this is not our culture. Midnight you sleep or you do some japa. Midnight we should not eat. So, but some people eat at 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock, etc. It's not a good thing. So, indisciplined prana, which are eating without any discipline. Some people know, they eat, you ask them that how many times you eat. They don't have a count. Because Their factory is always on. Something or the other. At least something is not there, some chingam will be there. Something. According to our Shastra, we should eat measured. 3 times, 4 times, whatever meals. And in between we give some rest to the stomach. Alright. So they are called pranan, the indisciplined pranan, praneshu, into disciplined prana, jufpati, they offer. So when you eat regularly, then your prana becomes healthy. And in that healthy prana, you offer indisciplined prana. Indisciplined prana means these prana associated with irregular eating. So, if pranas associated with irregular eating, indisciplined prana, you offer into disciplined prana. So, when you do this yajna, what will remain? Disciplined prana will remain. So, what remains is fire. What goes away is the oblation. What goes away? Indisciplined pranas go away. Therefore, they are considered to be oblation, and disciplined pranas, the prana associated with regular eating, they remains. Therefore, they are considered fire. So this is one more yajna, mitahara yajna. So you develop the mastery over yourself. With reference to eating, there is a mastery. With reference to talking, mastery. Mastery is a quality, is an important quality for a sadhaka, and that one of them is described here. So with this 12 sadhanas have been talked about. One is Jnana Yajna, other is the other preparatory sadhanas. Now that topic is being concluded, and it is said, Sarve api ete yajna vidaha. All these yajna vidaha, the knowers and practitioners of yajna, the sadhanas, they are yajna kshapita kalmashaha bhavanti. They become free from the impurities. They become the ones whose impurities is removed by yajna. Means they become pure in their mind by various sadhanas. Any sadhana you do sincerely, it brings purity of the mind. It brings the mastery over the mind. Even one sadhana, that every day I will go to the temple morning and evening. This much sadhana. It will help you to discipline your life, because morning you have to get up, 6 o'clock, because the aarti will be over by 6:30. You have to get up, you have to take bath and all. Evening, anywhere you are going, anything, cricket you are watching, if you have just keep one simple rule, I will go to the temple. Then because of small vratam, your so many other activities are disciplined. But what happens? People don't do anything sincerely, regularly. Swamiji, whenever convenient I go. So that's why the pajama discipline. So means a loose, and that's why it doesn't work. Therefore it was said, the samshita vrataha. What we do, we follow. Otherwise, aramba shuraha kalu dakshinatya. So South Indians are very good in starting the things, but not continuing. And not South Indian. All over the world this problem is there. We start, but we don't follow it up. And that is why the difference remains between great people and ordinary people. This is the difference. Ordinary people may start things, but don't continue. Whereas the great people, they start thoughtfully and they continue till the destination, till the purpose is solved. So such people, yajna kshapita kalmashaha. The impurity in the form of ragadvesha is reduced by any sadhana done. So Jnana Yajna removes the fundamental impurity. All other sadhanas removes the impurity in the form of ragadvesha or the impurity in the form of papam. Jnana Yajna removes the fundamental impurity, which is ignorance. But all yajnas remove the impurity. Alright. Now, in the next shloka, Bhagavan wants to glorify the sadhana by saying, Yajna Sheshta Mrita Bhujaha Yanti Brahma Sanatanam नायं लोकोऽस्त्य यज्ञस्य कुतोऽन्यः कुरु सत्तम. So he says, Yajna Shishta Amruta Bhujaha. It's a very beautiful name for the people who are following various sadhanas. They are called Yajna Shishta Amruta Bhujaha. Bhuja means consumer, partaker. What? Yajna Shishta, Yajna Prasada, which is called Amruta. Amruta means the means for immortality. So the people who are consuming or partaking the prasada of yajna, which is called amruta, means what? After doing what is to be done, whatever sadhana is to be done, then whatever remaining time is there, from in that time, permissible bhoga is done. Like, I serve food to the animals, to the guest, and to all the people all the family members in the house, and then I eat. This is called Yajna Shishta. In our tradition, that is the rule that the Yajmana, the house holder, is supposed to eat at the end, after serving everybody. Not that I should be the first one to eat. He has to eat at the end. The dining hall in charge should not take this food first. He should take food at the end. That is the rule. So that is called Yajna Shishta. Whatever salary you get from that, whatever sharing is to be done every month, you do it, and whatever remains, you use it for your purpose. Then it is called what? Yajna Shishta. From our income, every month, some percentage should be given. He can make it 1%. According to Shastra, 10%. But if he has 10%, he will not do it. So at least 1%. So 1% also is very big amount. Okay, 0.5%. Discount after discount, 0.5% at least you use. But as a matter of rule, every month 0.5% at least I give, I'll keep it aside. And before the next month comes, it is already spent. Do it. And no, Swamiji, I will do in a big chunk. No. It is better you do every month. Instead of giving 1,20,000 at the end of the year, you give 10,000 every month. Why? Because it's a habit. So you have to form the habit of sharing. Yeah, if sometime big occasion is there and big the request is there, you give it, is okay, different occasion. But in general, if you have an option, please give every month. Whomsoever you want to give, whichever cause you like. People say, Swamiji, I don't find right cause. It is because of your miserliness you don't find right cause. If you really want to give, there will be always some cause. If you have the heart to give, you will find the avenues to give. First, heart should be there. And I tell you, most of the people have so much insecurity. Even though they are getting, suppose pension is there or something, 1 lakh pension, but they cannot give 1,000 rupees per month or even 500. Oh, Swamiji, 500, how can I give? I have earned, Swamiji, hard, what they call it? Very hard earned money. If giving will make you big. You will otherwise remain very insecure. Wherever you want. I am not telling you give it to Arsha Vidya Gurukulam. Wherever you want. Near your house, if something is going on, give. Or you give food to some people whenever you find somebody is hungry or something. Give something. There are the protection of cows, some people are doing some good work. They are taking care of some cows, give them. Some orphanage are there, give them. Always some institutes are there. If you don't know, you come to me, I will tell you. Don't Not Arshavidya Gurukulam. Don't say that, oh, Swamiji is like, oh, indirectly asking for money. We have enough, so don't worry. So I generally don't, you will never find me asking for money. Have you ever heard, give some money for this or that? Have you heard? I don't ask. We have enough. But there are good causes. So we give. So that what will happen? You will grow. You will come out of insecurity. And that is called Yagna Shishta. So every month something we take out. Or Swamiji, money I am very shortage. I myself need some charity, Swamiji. How can I give charity? Swamiji, you are telling you have enough, so you give me something. So if that type of situation is there, understandable. Then at least give some time. Every day, half an hour or something, you do something for the society. Something. And if you have the mind, you will find. A will find a way. If you have a will to do something, will find. You can clean some area. That can be done. Go to the hospital. Go to some orphanage. Just go and listen to people. That also is one seva. Because nowadays, there are no listeners available. Everybody is busy with their mobile. Have you seen that in this airport and all this? Nowadays people don't talk. All sitting, even in the house. all the dining hall people will be checking their mobile. What is this? The family life is gone. I think even in the one room to other room they will be sending message only. You come for dining, come for food. What a life, We are so much into the virtual reality that we have lost this touch with this reality. So let us have that mind to give, time you give. Just go and listen to some people, some orphanage or wherever, some old age home, and you will get some ways. Give your time. If you can teach somebody, teach. Do something. Every day you do something. And if you are not yourself, Swamiji, I myself not well. And in fact, I require somebody to listen to me. So it doesn't matter. Every day you spend half an hour in prayers for the well-being of the world. Do some japa and you say, may this japa be dedicated to the well-being of the world. I am not doing it for my well-being. You chant Vishnu Sahasranama and you say, this is for Samashti Kalyanartham. Kalyana not marriage. Kalyana means well-being. For Samashti Hitartham. Do something. Let there be heart to do something. The mind to do something. That is called Yagna Shishta. After doing what is to be done as a sadhana, whatever remains, that you enjoy, that you partake. That is called Yagna Shishta Bhutabhujaha. They yanti, they attain. What? Sanatanam Brahma, timeless Brahman. Not directly. They will attain through Chitta Shuddhi, the purity of the mind, and Dana Prapti. And now Bhagavan wants to say, you can have significant achievement in life only by such sadhanas. And he says, Na ayam lokaha asti ayagnasya. A person who does not have yajna, sadhana in his life, even this world will not be available after death. So when this person dies, next janma, he will not get even Manushya Loka. Because to get Manushya Loka also you require some punya currency. And you have not earned any punyam. Therefore, where person has to go, either Naraka or he become donkey, monkey, mosquitoes, etc. So, ayam lokaha, Manushya Loka also is not available for a person who doesn't have any sadhana. Then, kutaha anyaha. Then what to talk about higher lokas which require some specific rituals and specific activities. Hey Kurusattama, hey Arjuna. So if you want to even retain your status quo, you want to maintain status quo also, then also some sadhana is required. Without some sadhanas, you cannot get even Manushya Loka. Not only that, even in other words, if we say, if you really want to have the benefit of this human life, there should be some sadhana. The people who are only committed to eating and watching TV, etc., even their physical health will not be good. Physical and mental health will not be good. They will slowly become depressed because TV cannot entertain you for long time. You will be bored of that. You require something else, something else, something else. And you are watching TV, therefore you are not doing exercise, health issues. Therefore, even for relative well-being in this world, some sadhana is required. And that is said here, ayagnasya ayam loka api nasti. Therefore, let there be some sadhana. So, Bhagavan glorified this yajna, which is called, sadhana, which is called yajna. Now, in the next sloka, Bhagavan is telling that these yajnas are based on these Vedas. Vedas are the original source of these sadhanas talked about here. Evam bahuvidha yajnaha vitata brahmano mukhe karmajan vidditan sarvan evam jnatva vimokshase. So he says, evam, in this manner, bahuvidaha yajnaha, various types of sadhanas, vitataha, elaborated, brahmanaha mukhe, in the words of Vedas. Here brahmana means Vedas. In the words of Vedas, many sadhana, many yajnas are talked about. So pranayama also is one yajna, niyata ahara is one yajna. So various sadhanas in the form of yajnas are talked about. So Vedas and Veda-based scripture are the source of the knowledge of various yajnas. And now he gives one Vedantic point, because the fourth chapter is finally committed to Atmik Dhanam. So he brings in that point incidentally by saying, Karmajan Vidditan Sarvan. All these 11 types of yajnas or any other yajnas, they are born of action. So if I want to do one ritual, then it is consisting of so many activities. So a series of activity will bring about a particular yajna, particular sadhana. So all of them are born of karma, and karmas are done by anatma, body, mind, sense complex. So all karmas are, all yajnas are born of karma done by anatma. Therefore they are coming from anatma. Having understood this, that all the activities are happening in anatma, I am Sakshi who is free from all the activities of anatma. Having understood this, vimokshase, you will become free from the bondage. Because bondage is caused by the kartrutvam, sense of doership. I am doing. So the strong doership keeps you in samsara. So Vedanta says, when you understand your true nature, then you will be free from the notion, the delusion of doership. And that will make you free from samsara. But here one incidental point we need to see, that Vedanta will dissolve or negate this doership effectively only when in Vyavahara, before going to Vedanta, we have diluted our doership. Means what? As and when possible, I try to maintain the sense of instrumentality. I am just an instrument. Somebody said, oh, you did so well. Yeah, I happened to be there, so it was done. And it is not only me did. There are so many factors involved. If somebody praises that, oh, Swamiji Ashram, everything is so good, it is not that I am doing. I happen to be only just one of the factors. I should not claim the credit. I did it. So there are so many people are there, and wherever possible, I give my suggestion. That is my contribution. I should not claim the sole authorship. Suppose you cook something, and it is praised. Then you should contribute. You should appreciate the contribution of mixie. You should contribute you should appreciate the contribution of the servant maid who clean the vessels, who cut the vegetables. Full credit we take. It is me. It's me. So that will strengthen your kartrutvam. And if you make your kartrutvam stronger and stronger, then when you come to Vedanta, it will become more difficult to dissolve it. Therefore, what is to be done? Before going to Vedanta itself, you dilute your kartrutvam. Whenever somebody praises you, you give the credit to others also. Don't say that you don't take. Suppose somebody praises you that you have done very well in your exam. Oh, many teachers helped me. I got right material from my friends. So, appreciate. Somebody praises me. I said, I have received from our Guru Parampara. Our Parampara is so rich. Therefore, I am able to communicate. I have been exposed to this Parampara, because of which I am able to communicate, and it might be beneficial to you. I don't take full credit. My credit is only this much. I happen to be exposed to this Guru Parampara. That is my fortune, that exposure was there, and what I have received I am sharing. In fact, I used to tell that, see, I am like that milkman. So milkman, he doesn't produce milk. Many milkmen don't produce. They buy milk and put some water and distribute. Similarly, I said, I have received from so many acharyas. I put some water, make it little dilute and serve it. That's my job. I am like a milkman. I am not milk producer. I am just milkman. Ring your bell at milk, I will tell that. That was my job. I don't think that what a great thing. What is received is given. Only some water is put. So little bit some examples and some jokes, etc. That much only. That also jokes also I have read from somewhere, heard somewhere. And really speaking, whenever somebody praises you, you see how much is your contribution. It's very little. So many factors have contributed. And in fact, further you think Pujya Swamiji is to say that everything is given to you. This body with which you did something, that body is given to you. And the infrastructure is given to you. The possibility that from this atta, from the flour you can make idli, that possibility is given to you. You are just manifesting the possibility. Every time you see that, your contribution is very little. So there is nothing to be arrogant about, proud about. So in Vyavahara itself, we try to see that I am only one of the contributors. Then what will happen? Your kartrutvam will not become stronger. See, when you have got strong kartrutvam, what is the problem you face? When you have too much identification with what you are doing, then you will be too conscious about the comments of others. If you do something and people do not praise, you feel that my doing is of no use. And sometimes praise also should be little heavy praise. Suppose somebody sends me some picture and I say good. So if somebody, in fact it happens, somebody send me some picture and I say good. So that's only good, that's all. Means only good, it should be very good, excellent, wonderful. Why? Because we have identification with what we are doing. And nobody praised. Then I feel that I think I have not done well. In fact, that's what happens. That many people if they don't get praise, they think they have not done well. Therefore, to such people, somebody has to go and tell, you have done well. So then person will be a little bit relaxed. Why this happens? Because too much identification with what one is doing. And if somebody criticizes, by God, person is shattered. Suppose you do Rangoli and somebody says the dot here is not proper. You feel very bad about it. Why? Because we are so much identified. And therefore, we always play it down. And we say that yes, this happened, we all did, so many factors were there. So here it is said that all yajnas are done by the karma, and these karmas are done by anatma. And this anatma means body, mind, sense complex. I am not. And therefore finally what is to be discovered? In my presence all activities are happening. I am akarta abhokta. When this understanding comes, then you are free from samsara. And now in the next shloka, Bhagavan says, the Jnana Yajna is the ultimate Yajna. Shreyan Dravyamayad Yajnat Jnana Yajna Parantapa Sarvam Karmakhilam Partha Jnane Parisamapyate. So he says, Hey Parantapa, hey Arjuna, Dravyamayat Yagnat, compared to the Yagna which is done with some material, some sesame is there, paddy is there, ghee is there, or any activities are involved. Compared to that Dravyamaya Yagna, regular rituals, Jnana Yagna is Shreyan. The Yagna in the form of knowledge, Atmak Jnanam is Shreyan, superior. Why? Sarvam karma akhilam, all karmas, parisamapyate, culminate into knowledge. Means all karmas are fine, karma means actions. All actions are finally meant for taking you to wisdom. When wisdom is achieved, then the purpose of all karmas is served. And therefore, Jnanam being the culmination point, it is superior to all other sadhanas. But when we hear, we may get a wrong idea. What? Oh, so I will drop all karmas and I will go to Jnanam. I will take sannyasa and go to Jnanam. That may not work for everybody. If you are not prepared and you go to the sadhana for Jnanam, Jnanam also will not happen, preparation also will not happen. Therefore, prepare first by karma, then go to Jnanam and then get moksha. That means with that Jnanam you get moksha. And therefore, Jnanam is the culmination point, therefore it is superior. But karmas are preparatory, therefore they should not be ignored. That is the message of Shastra. Jnanam is ultimate, but Jnanam is possible only when karmas are done. Therefore, do karmas as long as it is required to prepare you. And when you are prepared, get Jnanam, be free. That is the message. More we'll see in the next class. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadai Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo